Hey guys, PepperAmmy here. It is the 1st of September and that means Souptember is back. Now to kick off this year's Souptember, we are making a Thai red curry chicken soup. Now in the past I've made the Thai green curry soup, now it's time for the hotter red version. Now to start, you want to place a whole chicken that's around 1.5 kilograms in the bottom of a large pot. Then you want to make a nice stock base for the soup. I'm personally using one chopped white or yellow onion, just sliced into some strips, and a couple of carrots washed just with the ends cut off with the skin left on, because that's how I like to do my carrots. Just cut into chunks just to provide a nice vegetable base for the soup, but if you wish you could also throw in something like a couple of celery sticks just chopped up. Now additionally, I'm adding a good sized butternut squash to the soup for some chunkiness. Additionally, after you've finished cooking the soup, you can mash it up to add a little bit of thickness to the soup as well, instead of adding something like a corn flour or cornstarch or even just flour to thicken up your soup. Now there is no need to peel your squash as it will be cut for long enough so the flesh will become nice and soft anyway. Now for slicing the squash, I found it easier to break it down rather than going for a straight cut down the middle. So you just want to remove the top end where the stalk would connect and then slice it in half. Now with the top part, you want to just cut that into chunks in roughly 1 inch or so cubes, making sure to be careful as the flesh of the butternut squash is very smooth and the knife will easily slip on the surface. Now for the bottom part, this is where it takes a little bit of effort and a little bit of strength just to cut through the base as it is a lot thicker. Then you just want to cut that in half and remove the seeds, optionally saving them to either plant for next year or roasting them up to sprinkle over the soup or other soups. Then you want to slice the squash in half again so it's now in quarters, and then cut into strips, and then finally dice into chunks. Then add to a large pot along with the onion, carrot and chicken from earlier. Next, you want to pour or scoop in 100 grams of Thai red curry paste, along with 1 can or 440 ml of coconut milk. Then fill the pan up with water to make sure that the chicken is fully covered and bring to a boil. Don't worry about mixing the paste and the cream in, as the water is boiling, it will agitate and mix itself in. Now optionally, you can add in some herbs and spices here too. Personally, I'm adding some bay leaves that are fresh from the garden, and what looks like mint, but it's actually basil mint. Now this strange sounding herb grows like mint in speed and size, but it actually has a strong basil flavour, and in my opinion, the firmer leaves hold up a lot better for a longer cooking. Now once the pan is boiling, reduce to a simmer and cook for around 1.5 hours until the chicken is fully cooked and tender. Then remove the chicken from the soup, and using 2 forks you want to strip down, adding the chicken strips back into the soup and leaving out the skin, as this can have a little bit of a slimy squishy texture and you don't necessarily want that back in your soup. Now if desired, this is where you can use a potato masher or something to mash up some of the vegetables just to add a little bit of a thickness to your soup. Also here, if you can see them, don't forget to fish out your bay leaves, as if you find them on your plate or bowl, as it is a soup, they can be bitter if bitten into. Then simply ladle into bowls and serve with some crispy bread or even dumplings if desired, and enjoy. And there you have it, a nice simple spicy soup to kick off Souptember. And that wraps up this week's video. Now as always, if you like what you saw, let me know down below with a like and a comment. If you are indeed new here, feel free to subscribe for free weekly cooking content, and I will see you all again next week. Thanks for watching.